Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Before I said that Cade Cunningham would never be an All-Star, and I just wanted to double down on that. I just.
We're back
What's going
with
on
another
with Mike's video?
I know.
The NBA playoffs are looking pretty interesting this year. Got the UFL in week 4, and the NFL draft is this week. Here we go. What's up, Jam Squad? I sure hope that didn't glitch out on y'all. It was glitching out on my end. I'm MK. I'm your host. I'm here with John, Drew, and Tesla Mace, and we are jam packed. What's going on, fellas?
Looks clean to me.
Guys.
It looked clean on the replay. I got, the iPad on the side playing the replay. It didn't look like it glitched out, but it's glitching out on this. So we'll figure it out. Let's see here, dude. So the NBA playoffs are happening. You have every home team with a 1-0 lead. And then you had games 2 for Cleveland. The Knicks and Lakers are still going on. They got a 10-point lead right now over the Nuggets. Hopefully they keep that 10-point lead. Just starting the fourth quarter, so I'll try to keep you guys updated as we go on. Drew, what's your biggest surprise so far in the playoffs? Or are you surprised at all?
Not yet. I'm actually surprised the Thunder only won by 2 points against the Pelicans. I kind of keep counting the Pelicans out as soon as Zion got injured, but they played well. So that was pretty impressive. And then my other biggest surprise is Mike over here saying that the game was over for the Nuggets and the Lakers. It's never over for the Lakers and Nuggets, man. The Nuggets always seem to come back in the fourth and ruin the Lakers' day. 9 games in a row since 2022, they haven't been able to beat them. So I'll believe it when it's 0 seconds on the clock.
It's a no-lose situation for me because even if it's reverse psychology, Lakers lose, I'm happy. So that's really why I said that.
And the Nuggets are climbing back right now.
Yeah, they're climbing. That's not good. That's not a good look for the Lakers.
AD picking up
Mike,
his fourth foul was not good, I don't think, right?
Oh.
No, definitely not. I think he's been the hot shooter so far, right? I don't even think he's in the game right now. I'm pretty sure he would. Last I looked, he had only missed 1 field goal all game. I think he's missed 3 now. But I think he has like 35 points or something like that. Mike, what's your biggest surprise so far in the playoffs?
My biggest surprise is I don't know why Jason Tatum was in the game with a minute left, up as many as they were trying to get injured. So I don't know what was going on there. Mike just disappeared on mine. Did he disappear for you guys or no?
No, I can see him. Oh, he's frozen.
Yeah, he's just like a little circle spinning right now. No, I think I was surprised that the Suns missed all their shots. They're not working Bradley Beal a little bit more.
Oh, I'm with you.
I think Bradley Beal is a mismatch, and he needs to truly take advantage of that. I'm shocked that the Lakers have had leads in these games. Uh, and I'm shocked that I'm not shocked that OKC it looks as young as they are. I don't know. There's a lot going on, but I'm shocked every home team won. I'm shocked that the Pacers looked as bad as they did. I mean,
Yeah, that's
there's a lot of things that kind of shocked me, but um, Philly was on a roll for a little bit, and now they don't look very good. Like it looks
Yeah.
like it's Embiid and Maxey, and then everyone else on the team. So
well, they look
I don't
terrible
know.
right now.
Yeah, but they came in with that 8-game win streak, so it's like, how do you go from that to It's crazy. But yeah, there's a lot
Because
going
they're playing the
on.
Knicks.
I don't know what that means.
The Knicks are for real,
That
man.
so
They're
for
Okay. Still don't know what that means.
the Knicks have played great defense. They have a great they hustle, great chemistry. They're just a good team, and they're fun to watch. I don't know. I'm loving the Knicks this season.
Yeah, I don't think Jalen Brunson. It seems like he's a turnaround shot every time. Like go to the lane, put
Sure.
your back to the basket, and turn around. I'm like that. It just seems like I haven't watched enough Knicks games this year to see if that's normal, but I'm really shocked that he's not doing more.
Well, I would say
At the end of the day,
his
they got
best
lucky.
games. His best games are taking it to the rack.
That's what I
open up
thought.
for three off the pick and pop. Like, yeah, he's had 40, 50-point games where it's just kind of everywhere. But yeah, I agree with you. It looks like he's just trying to back somebody up and turn around, shoot it, and that's not a great shot selection. And I think it's rough for him.
Yeah.
I would say my biggest surprise is the Magic.
did you guys catch the?
I think Mike's having
No, go
some
ahead.
technical difficulties.
I am like no other. You have no idea.
Go ahead, Mike.
Go for it, bro.
Well, I was just saying, one of my biggest surprises is Orlando's keeping the game as close as it is. I really thought the Cavs, just being as stacked as they are, would be running away with in some of these games, and I just feel like the Magic kind of hang around. I'm not saying that the Magic going to win, but it's just interesting to me because I really thought the Cavs would be a little bit or open up some of these games a little bit bigger than they are.
So I never thought that Magic had a chance against Cleveland.
Me
Nice.
neither. I was kind of thinking that too.
Yeah,
They can't
Cleveland-
score. They can't score enough, right?
right. And Cleveland, I think Donovan Mitchell's it's always better in the playoffs. So I just knew they were going to elevate their game more than what it was in the regular season. And
I agree with that.
they had some experience last season. Experience matters a lot, I think, in the playoffs. And I think we'll see that with the Thunder this season. Even though they're number one seed, I don't see them getting past the second round. There's no way.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think the Magic get swept, to be honest with you. I'm just saying that the game's closer than I thought it was going to be. I think with Cleveland being as built as good as they are, I just figured the margin would be bigger is all I'm saying. I don't think Magic stand a chance.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I'm surprised, today is a 10-point game, right? Versus me thinking it would be a 20-plus point game. That's all.
Right. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
They interestingly enough, Magic have one of the best home records though, so we'll see what they look like at home. I know Jalen Suggs got banged up in the first half today, came out and played in the second half, but it'll be interesting to see how they look at home. They're young, right? And so a lot of your role players tend to disappear in road games for the most part. So it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to how they bounce back. But I mean, that being said, I still think Cavs, could potentially sweep these guys. Like
sure. Agreed. I think they need a lot more from Wendell Carter Jr. in order for them to even say that they got a shot, and they just don't get enough from him. So
Lakers up by 5.
It's over. It's over. 1-1.
It's driving me crazy, man.
Lakers was.
No, it's not. Don't even.
Did Dax just say Lakers lose?
Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, hey, there he is. What's
up,
Mike's
here.
I said I wish the Lakers won.
Lose?
I think I'm
One.
still lagging behind, but we'll figure it out.
You're all right.
That he
man.
wished the Lakers
what
win
else?
every game.
What else surprised me is the Lakers didn't lose the play-in like they should have. So Andrew gets so
I've
mad
heard.
when I
You know
say
what's
that.
crazy is I hear actual people that are non-basketball players say that all the time, Mike. So real ballers know that's the dumbest thing they've ever heard in their lives.
Well, I guess you're just not talking to the right people.
That's like the
Oh
biggest,
man.
such a big risk, though.
Oh man.
But seriously, though, I'd rather play the Nuggets in
So
the
now
first
that
round than the third
now
round.
that I'm
so.
all caught up, now that I'm all caught up with everything, I don't know. I was on a hiatus the last 10 minutes. I have no clue what you guys have said, but I'm sure it was good. I'm sure it was great.
We kept
I
it
have
going.
confidence in you. Out of the games that were played today, which of those three teams are going to take the series? So you got Lakers, Nuggets. Knicks now have a 2-0 lead over Sixers, and then Cleveland's got that 2-0 lead over Orlando.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I think Cleveland
Anybody
too.
pick it up. I don't care who does. Cleveland's taking theirs. Oh, that leaves Lakers, Nuggets, and Knicks, Sixers. Which one you taking, John?
I'll stay with the Knicks. It looked like Embiid was struggling today. I think we talked about it
You
earlier.
stay with the Knicks.
Yeah, there's only three players that are really doing something for the Sixers. It's not going to be enough. You know what? They need their bench to step up. The bench is quiet. You know, the last couple games can't have that when you know big guys are struggling. So you need everyone shooting, firing at all cylinders, and it's not happening for the Sixers. I'll stay with the Knicks.
Yeah, I was worried about
And he's gone.
I know, man, that's a struggle.
I was worried about the Knicks, but what I didn't realize coming into the playoffs is that Mitchell Robinson came back.
Yeah,
They didn't have Julius Randle, but with Mitchell Robinson back, they're looking really good. They're better. I think they'll finish out the series. They're gonna beat the Sixers for sure.
They just can't put him on the free throw line.
Oh, Mitchell
Yeah.
Robinson? No.
Yeah. He's like a 40% free throw shooter, I think, right?
Right. But oh yeah, Robinson. Yeah, Mitchell. I think you're right. No, but the Knicks just played the ending of this game was amazing. Like just seeing how that went down.
Oh, yeah.
The Knicks were down by 5 points. And I think they got 2 offensive boards, 2 threes, and then played some great defense to force Embiid to a long 3-pointer at the end there. Like they just took that game right back, even though they kind of were already on the ropes there. So kudos to the Knicks, man. They played hard, and I think a lot of it just has to do with I mean those 3 Villanueva guys. Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Hart, they just have so much chemistry together. Do you know Josh Hart's averaging 14 rebounds in the first 2 games?
Yeah. Yes.
Like
I do know that.
That is crazy. Is there a better rebounding guard than him? I'm just not sure. Like
I don't think so.
he averages almost 9 a game for the season, so it's not like this is unusual for him. But he even stepped it up even more in the playoffs. And he had like 21 points for the game. So Josh Hart coming up big. Wish the Lakers still had him, but yeah, it's definitely Knicks for me, and then Cavs for sure. I think anyone kind of sees they're just kind of outmatching Orlando. Even though there's only a 1-game difference in their overall record, it doesn't seem like it's a close matchup. And it's painful to say this, but I just can't trust the Lakers to beat the Nuggets. So I actually picked the Nuggets to beat the Lakers in 5 games to start this series. So we'll see if I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong, but that's what
Me
I
too.
see
I hope it
happening.
goes 6 or 4, actually.
Hey, 4 still within reach. Lakers are only up by 6 points. So
Yeah.
I'd also add to what you're saying, but I think that Hartenstein guy,
yeah,
man, he held his own against Embiid. And obviously he got the last block right there on
yep.
the last play against Maxey, but I felt like he's holding his own against Embiid, and that's really good. I think if you're gonna beat the Sixers, you need a big guy that can body up Embiid. Obviously, Embiid's gonna get his shots. He's gonna do his thing, but I think Hartenstein like stayed with him. And I think that's huge for the Knicks right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think the Knicks, like, I personally do not think they look amazing. I'm watching this game, and Embiid's playing on a leg and a half, and they got Maxi, and I mean, they're just they're letting Hart shoot, which last year Hart was the worst 3-point shooting guard in the league, I believe, and this year he's improved a lot. But and in the first half today he was doing really well, and then all of a sudden it was like second half he started missing. I don't know if you guys saw the report. Sixers are contesting the game, the last two games of officiating. They're
Ooh.
already asking for. They filed a grievance supposedly from what I just read. So, um, they missed a call at the end of the game when they got the offensive board. That's kind of what's causing a lot of the issues, I guess you would say, right now with the Sixers. But you know what? I mean, they're just depleted, man. If Embiid was healthy, he's clearly the best player in the NBA.
Sure.
I mean, like, let's just, he's so dominant, and it's amazing. He's as big as he is, and like I said, he's playing on a leg and a half, and he's still got 35 points today, right? I mean, he's the problem is just him and Maxi, 35 and 34. I mean, between the two of them, they put up 70 points,
You
of their
saying
100.
are you saying he's better than Joker?
Score? Yeah, I think I would.
Oh, yeah.
All
I
around,
guess harder to
all
stop.
around player, all around player, probably not. But I think this year he would have been the MVP if he was healthy. Yeah, over Joker.
Yep. Yeah, I think he was averaging 35 for the season, which is pretty crazy. Um, can't remember the last time that happened. Probably, I think it was James Harden, the last person to average that many for a season.
Can we talk about Kawhi Leonard a little bit?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Oh
What are you thinking?
no!
Talk about it.
I just love how the guy could commit to Team USA in the summer and not to his team on 2 days rest. Like
Preach it,
I'm
man.
mad. I'm gonna be honest. I'm mad. Like this is year after year after year after year after year, and I mean, like he fleeced us for a lot of money. He signed for 4 more years, and he's missed a playoff game in each of the last four playoffs.
Yep.
Now one of them was a torn ACL, right? I understand, but this time doctors are saying, GM saying no structural damage. It's literally just he doesn't feel good, so he's not gonna play.
Yeah,
I,
it's kind of
I'm I,
crazy. Like
yeah.
you're never gonna
I'm
feel.
just
I
done.
don't see how, as a professional athlete, you can always feel 100% with your body because you're just
Correct.
taxing it
Not after a
all the
grueling
time.
82 game season either, right? I mean, you know, it's
But you play to get to the playoffs.
I
This is what
know,
you play for. So you're
right?
right. You're right.
I,
No, you 100%, man.
I mean, imagine being a fan, right? And paying for this game and saying, you know what, I want to go see. I'm going to spend all my money. I want to go see the Clippers, and I want to go see, you know, Kawhi out there, and you're not, right? Like I'm upset. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm upset for anyone who wants it. Granted, they still have a good team and they were able to win, right? Game one, but I mean, maybe it's because they caught Dallas off guard a little bit, thinking that Kawhi was gonna play. Um, Supposedly, there were reports that he's gonna play game two. I don't know if you guys saw that today or not, but I mean, if I know Kawhi, like I mean, if it's windy tomorrow, he may not play, or if it's overcast, right? Like I just don't. Who knows, right?
No,
Uh,
Like
you're not wrong. I mean, I went to a playoff game last year and I didn't see Kawhi or PG, and I can't remember who it was. It might have actually been PG, but one of them was a game time decision, and so we already bought the tickets. We're already on our way, and then we find out that they're both not playing. It's like, man, I I I was really upset as a fan. Dead
when did
serious, really upset.
When did this start for Kawhi? I feel was it ever since the injury, the Zaza Pachulia injury, back in like was it 2016 or 2017? Has he been
That's
doing
what
this
I'm
whole
not
injury?
understanding either, because you always say, or someone always says it, this is what it was at the Spurs, but I don't remember it being like this with the Spurs.
This only happened with the Spurs after that major injury that happened, and then he just held out until
Yeah, he just
and
sat on the
demanded
bench the whole
trades.
time. Yep.
Ever since that injury, he kind of like didn't want to play with them anymore and tried to force his way to Toronto. Toronto, he did rest, but it wasn't as much. And in the playoffs, he played like every game. He did not
Yeah.
sit, and he won that chip. But ever since he came to the Clippers, like he's taken this resting to beyond the regular season to the playoffs too. I will say that I think the Spurs would have beaten the Warriors of that season if
Kawhi played.
without that Zaza injury, but pre KD I think. Anyways, so who you guys picking? Who you picking? Phoenix and Minnesota tomorrow?
I go Phoenix. I don't know. I saw too many players on Minnesota doing well that I don't know who they are. I mean, McDaniels, this guy,
Nas Reed, dude.
Yeah, not. I mean, he's a good. Hey, heck, he's a good 3-point shooter, which surprised me for such a big dude. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think that rotation needs to trim down if they want a legitimate shot at doing something in the playoffs. Personally,
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. I actually say the Suns too. I'd like to see Beal, uh, being given the ball a little bit more, able to do a little bit more. Um, but I do think that the Suns have the firepower to hang with the best of them. I really do. And so I think the Suns pull it off tomorrow.
Who? Let me ask you this though: out of Minnesota and Phoenix, who was the best player on the floor in Game 1?
Durant looked like it early on. How many did he finish with? I mean, the first half he was killing it, but let me see.
I'm looking right now too.
I think he had 32 for the game.
Yeah, and
30
Edwards
or
had
32.
33, 31.
And then Edwards had 33.
I mean, Durant plus minus was 20. So, outside of Alexander Walker, that's the guy. Like, I never heard of this kid, and all of a sudden he goes
He
off
used to
for
play. He used
18.
to play for the Pelicans, prior to Minnesota, I believe. And then he's always been a decent 3-point shooter.
If we're looking at
that one was
stats,
surprising to me.
we're looking at stats. Ant-Man had 33, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and Durant had 31, 7, and 1 assist. So I mean, if we're going there, it's probably Ant-Man.
Yeah, but even looking aside from stats, that third quarter takeover by him,
No, sure.
that turned the game from like a 3-point game into a blowout, basically, and that's what Ant did. So I don't know, something about that guy. He's not afraid. I don't see him shying away or the whole inexperienced thing getting to him. He just seems like he's ready to go this season. So I'm gonna pick Minnesota even though I picked Phoenix to win the series. I think I was just wrong. I think Minnesota's gonna win Game 2. I think Phoenix just lacks the size. They just don't have the depth and the size to match
So that I agree
Minnesota.
with. That I agree that they need to. I mean, their jump shooting team, and if those shots aren't going in, unfortunately, that's probably their demise. I think Bill needs to put it together. I think honestly he's the key to them winning this series.
Yeah, I I picked Phoenix to win the series because I still refuse to trust a cat team. It's just been so many years of like underperformance that it's hard for me to choose them. But they just seem different. I think Anthony Edwards has just raised them up a level, and they just seem different this season. So I'm starting to believe in them a little bit more than the Thunder, actually. So, anyways, what about Milwaukee, Indiana?
Man, Damian Lillard came out like old Damian Lillard. I don't know. It kind of depends if Giannis comes back, but I was actually thinking number one, they seemed more free flowing yesterday, right? And maybe it was because Giannis wasn't playing, right?
Right.
Number two, maybe like I don't know, Dame can now say, "Hey, this is my team," and just take him on his back, right? A little bit more small ball. But I also thought Indiana looked a little scared. Halliburton seemed like he was afraid to shoot pretty much the whole game. So I
Yeah,
think he needs to be more
didn't he end the
assertive.
game with like 6 shots or something like that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
a guy who averages like 10 3-point shots a game shot three. Like, I mean, he was 1 for 3, and that last one didn't even like really count, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
I'd almost rather see him just break a bunch of shots. Like, just get it out of the way, man. Your first playoffs or whatever, just go for it. You know?
And
right.
the bench didn't help either, right? Obi Toppin didn't do much. McConnell didn't do much. Not really a lot of support past the starting five there for the Pacers.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. You know, I don't know. I think watching that team, Indiana missed a lot of wide open 3-pointers, right? A lot of shots just in general. So again, at home, I think they start making those. I think it's a little bit of a different of a game, right? But is that number 5 on AD right there, by the way? I
Say that
believe
again.
so. That was the 5th foul on AD right there. So and if
2:12 left.
yeah, if Joker makes his free throw right now, it's a 1-point game and 5 fouls on AD. That's tough. So yeah, you got a 1-point game. If this game goes to overtime without AD, it might be difficult.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy if it goes to overtime. Lakers got to hold the lead.
Yeah. LeBron's
Yeah.
got a triple double. Joker's got a triple double. I mean, couple storylines here, but if AD can't, I mean, the guys they're relying on Austin Reeves right now for 3. Nope. I mean, he had the last 2 times last 3 times Austin Reeves had the ball, the shot clock. I mean, I don't know, either Nugget, but it seems like AD is just like standing to the side, like go get the dang rock, dude. You're on fire today, and you're just letting Austin Reeves do this. This is crazy. And then Jamal Murray on the other side is just killing it, but LeBron with the steal, that's a
he
big
gets
steal.
he gets a
And yeah,
bucket.
It doesn't matter. Tied
Michael
up.
Porter with the 3.
Like, that's crazy.
oh my gosh, it's a tie game.
I
I don't want to talk
know.
about it. All right, moving on. Hey, no, but Clippers, Mavs. You guys got Clippers again?
Yeah, I think we got Clippers. I think that's kind of a no-brainer for us. But if we're going to talk about the highlights, it's really good to see Harden do his thing.
Did you say Hall of Famer?
No, I did not. I
Oh, I
said
thought I heard you
Harden
say Harden, the Hall of Famer.
had a really good game. I'd love to be able to see more of that in the playoffs.
I thought you said Harden, Hall of Famer. I
That's
misheard
okay.
you.
No, not a problem. That happened.
No, they played all around good game. I mean, if you look at the numbers though, Jokic, and Doncic
Doncic.
and Kyrie did their thing. So
Sure.
there's
Sure.
actually a lot to like about the end result of that game.
Right.
Even with them kind of going off, but I do think it got out of hand really early for him. And it seemed like it was, I never really felt like the Mavs were in the game.
And Zubats with a double-double, and like it was he came out strong. Came out strong
Yeah.
in the
Oh
game.
yeah.
So I
He was
like seeing
determined.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a man on fire.
He was, but Harden, what did he go? Like 5 for 5 3-pointers in the first half. I mean,
Yeah.
I would love
hard to
to
stop.
see that the rest of the way, but I don't know that you could rely on that,
Sure, and they didn't really need to go to the bench much. Westbrook, Powell, Plumlee, but that was it. They played with 8 guys, did their thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're down, your MVP in the playoffs when he's playing and healthy, I mean, you kind of need that, but the reality is they played well. I was impressed, I'll be honest. I mean, that was a big win for them. Who knows, maybe Kawhi will think now he'll sit out tomorrow, and since he's not needed, I don't know.
And get as much rest as he can. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm tired of that, man. I'm seriously, as a Clipper fan, I'm just like, and we got to deal with it for 4 more years. Like, come on.
I know. I know, but what we can do is just say, let's see where we're at right now. Let's
Next
get through
man
these
up, yeah.
playoffs. Yep, get through these playoffs. I think if we look at the season as a whole, Terrence Mann really is stepping up. Even Amir Coffey too, really stepping up to
Yeah.
just being able to, well, T-Man and Coffee both were starters yesterday, but the fact that they're really strong in their positions, that's what I really want to see. Coffee took a huge leap from last year, which is awesome. And then again, supporting cast, right? It's great that Westbrook can come off the bench, Powell can come off the bench. There's no egos there. It's all we want to win, and this is how we want to do it. Plumlee, a really strong number 2 center, so. I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. We got to string a few more together, but I will say our bench is pretty deep, and the fact that we didn't have to use it and go to it really is a testament to how Ty Lue's putting that team together.
Yeah, and the reality is
There he
we
is.
still have. Oh, he's back. We still have we still is Mike there or not? I like our second round matchup if we get to OKC too. I mean, that's the beauty of it is
I
the reality
agree.
is like I don't want to jump ahead, but I mean I'm looking forward to that matchup for sure.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
Mike, did you break your computer because you're mad at the Lakers giving this game away?
Ridiculous,
Or?
man. What? I don't know what's going on. I have no clue what's happening
Not
right
over
now.
yet, guys. D'Angelo Russell
just
made a
keeps-
layup, so
Yeah, Jamal Murray shooting free throws on the other end though, so
Let's see.
it's gonna be tied in about 5 seconds.
I'd like to see LeBron with the ball here in the last possession.
Ooh.
Watch
No,
watch
don't
watch
do
what
that.
AD does.
Don't
He's
call it like
literally
that. Come on, man.
AD's literally just standing at like between the 3-point line on the baseline. Like it's so bizarre whatever I'm seeing out of him the last few plays.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike.
You're having the game of your life and you're not asking for the ball. Like I just don't get it.
I'm watching the
it
updates
happens
on
every time with the
ESPN,
Nuggets,
so
man. I feel like I
can't
don't know
see
why
AD.
I don't get it.
Like LeBron just told him, "Hey, I'm coming to you. Be ready."
Which
right?
dot
Like,
is he? Which one?
There you go, LeBron. Easy layup. It's easy game.
Hey, let's go, baby. Let's go, LeBron.
Oh,
All right. Way to
My
go.
goodness.
Way
Of
to
course,
go.
Mike's guy is probably gonna hit a 3-pointer here and
happening. Let's go.
Don't talk about Michael Porter Jr. right
Too
now.
much, man. This is too much.
tie game.
Hey, 12 seconds left.
Seattle
And
boy,
Nuggets
man.
ball.
Seattle
Oh,
boy.
no.
Let's go.
Did Andrew have to take a TV timeout?
Look at it kicked Drew. It kicked Drew off right there. That's what it did. It kicked Drew
Crazy.
off.
He couldn't handle it, huh? He couldn't
That's
handle.
crazy.
Here we go at the buzzer.
He threw his
Jamal
phone.
Murray.
That game over.
Oh, he made it. Oh,
No way. Did he really?
he made it at the buzzer. Jamal Murray just won the game.
No
Oh my
way.
gosh.
Are you sure?
I'm
They have
dead
to be reviewing
serious.
that. They have to be reviewing that.
Let's see if it was out of his hands. They are jumping
Oh,
on the
they
guy
did.
on the
He
sideline.
did.
Look.
No way.
Oh
Step
my
back
gosh,
jump
where's
shot. They
Ed?
gave it to him.
Oh my gosh.
No way.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. This is insane. Andrew is so mad right now.
I brought in his thing just to see if he jumped back on. Like, there's no way he's jumping back on after that. You know,
Wow,
I'm
you know
look at
he's
outside
that.
mad
right now,
about
guys.
that.
He's got the ball with 1 second left. Oh yeah, that's gay. Oh my goodness.
Did you hear that?
That's it.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I told you the game wasn't over.
I told you the game was over for the Nuggets.
For the Nuggets. 2-0.
Told you that game wasn't over.
Wow. Was that like their only lead of the whole game?
Well, it came at the right time for them, I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness, that is insane.
Up by 20. Come
LeBron,
on,
I
man.
know.
26
that's
points.
Crazy.
Up by 20.
26 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. D'Angelo Russell, 23 points, 7 for 11 from 3-point land. Anthony Davis, 32 points, 11 rebounds, and they lost. That is insane. And you said Joker wasn't having that good a
Telling you,
game earlier, John. 27
you can't
points,
do that.
20 rebounds, 10 assists.
Yeah, I mean, he came back and filled out the stat line. That's great.
Jeez.
I was worried about him though. I was like, man, is he not feeling well? Like, what's going on? Well, we just didn't have the fourth quarter happen, so good for him.
Wow.
We'll let Drew go. Go ahead, Drew. Go think about
Thanks,
how
guys.
the go
All right,
think
but
about how
yeah,
the Lakers need to make that adjustment.
Go think about how the Lakers should have lost a playing game, Drew. Later.
Let
See you later, guys.
all right, bud.
you
What
guys
happened
excited
to him?
about
Did
the
he
later,
get
bro? No,
did
he
did
left.
his
He's
phone
gone.
die or something?
Well, I think he went outside. I think I
Oh,
don't I
okay.
don't know if he was he needed to go grab something from the car or something.
Got it. Okay.
You guys excited for the draft? We've only been talking about it for like the last 4 weeks.
Dude, I can't
Yeah, we're
wait.
excited.
I can't wait. It looks like from what I read today, it looks like we're gonna
With
sign
the
Ayuk. Did you see
second
that, John?
overall pick in
I missed it.
the 20.
Hold on.
I saying it
Did I
looks
cut him
like
off?
we're
I
gonna
must
sign
have cut him
Ayuk.
off.
I think me and
Oh,
Mike are like delayed. I don't know if you're
yeah.
delayed, but
It
it's
is.
kind
There
of
is a
weird.
delay. You can tell. But yeah, it looks like. Well, yeah. From what John Lynch was saying, it looks like there's a
Right.
delay. And you know what? If we're looking at, and I can't remember who got signed earlier. There's another receiver that got signed and got paid, and I understand there's jockeying for positions on both sides here. But what I will say is, it almost looks like Lynch and Niners and company let another signing go by before they're really trying to hammer this contract down, which means he's going to get a little bit more than the last guy. I have to look up who got signed, but I'm good with that. That's all. That's respect for from my standpoint. But it was nice to hear Lynch come out and say, "Hey, we want him to stay here, for his whole career." Um, the Vikings called to see if they can make a trade. They said, "No, we're not trading this guy." So, I like what I'm hearing. I know that there was some talk about the Steelers possibly reaching out, but they don't want to let him go. They want to make this happen. It's not easy when you got big contracts coming up behind, some contracts that you already have put out. You have to say, if you signed one, you let go of 10. Are you good with that? Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy, right? And you have to make sure that everything falls, all the ducks fall in a row. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. So I get it. Ayuk looks like he's impatient when he does something like drops the Niners from Instagram and doesn't follow them and all this other stuff. But look at how much hype that got. And so what? I mean, a lot of people drop or don't follow or unfollow people in general for whatever reasons, right? Or teams or whatever. It doesn't. None of that really matters. He's probably going to get paid. The Niners had the best interest, for him and for his camp. So I think it's just a matter of time. I totally agree with you. I think we'll be in good shape.
And the reality is he's our best option to win now. I mean, at the end of the day, like as much as I don't like paying wide receivers a whole ton of money. I mean our window is kind of 1 year, right? I mean at this point we got a
Yep.
lot of guys coming up next year, so we have to win now, and that takes Ayuk to do that, right?
Yep.
I mean ideally I understand him also wanting to get paid, right? Like he knows he's
Sure.
got short lived. Look what's going on with Stephon Diggs, right? I mean, Justin Jefferson's talking about being traded, and I mean these are game changing, receivers that are basically being thrown to the curbs by their teams essentially, and so you can't fault the guy for wanting to get paid and get his retirement and his whole life earnings up front. I mean, I'd appreciate a little bit of a discount, but the reality is, who are we to ask for it, right? Like he put in the work, right? He put himself in this position, so it'll be interesting
Yeah.
to see what happens.
And I just want to capitalize on your point, saying that he's our best option for win now. It's not Debo. Debo's
Yeah,
done his thing, but he trailed off last year a little bit, and that's
yeah,
not what we need when our championship window is now.
right.
I think I could say that, and I think I could say maybe some play calling to Kittle should have been emphasized, throughout the playoffs and especially in the Super Bowl. but you are 100% correct. He is our best option right now, and we need to make sure we take care of that option.
Yeah.
Do you use him as trade bait to trade up in the draft and get a wide receiver?
No.
The only one you could get, or I guess you would think about getting, might be Marvin Harrison Jr. And
You're not
again,
getting that high though, but yeah.
well, I was getting there, right? You'd have to
My bad.
package. No, you're good. But I mean, you might have to package, 2 or 3 either players or 5 or 6 other picks just to get that high. We don't want to give up all the draft capital that we have, because my goodness, it's been years since we're able to collect as many picks as we have. I think we have 11 if I'm not mistaken, and possibly 10 for paying somebody too much money, or at least it was on the books like that. So yeah, I think you stay put. I think you pick where you pick. I would say that there are a lot of receivers in general in this draft, so I just because there's a first or second round option you could pick, they may not pan out, right? The draft is always so crazy, and I think we got Ayuk in the first, but did we get Debo like a high second? And
Yeah.
that worked for us. We got Kittle in round 3 or 5. I think it was round 5 if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Fred Warner in round 3, and my only point to all that is you can't tell if this player is going to pan out or not. You just gotta hope that you did your homework. Trust that your scouts are giving you all the information that's proper. And I think, Mike, if anything, you can elaborate more on that. But you just got to hope that the team around you's done their job when it comes down to draft time, and hope for the best.
Definitely correct on that. Like, you have no idea who's going to pan out when.
Sure.
If we look at historically in the NFL, the best picks in NFL history in the 7th round, right? Like, Purdy would have been one of them, right? One of the better picks in the 7th round. Bo Jackson was picked up in the 7th.
Sure.
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
right?
fair. Yeah.
Julian Edelman picked up in the 7th. Isaiah Pacheco still in the league, is doing well. He was picked up in the 7th. Marquez Colston, Ryan Fitzpatrick. You can even pick up good linemen like Jordan Mailata with the Eagles. He was picked up in the 7th. So I mean, there's definitely. It's hard to tell. Like, scouts try to give you as much measurables as they can, but there's so many things pertaining to the game that aren't measured.
Can we be honest though? Like, there's a lot of luck involved in it. I mean,
For
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Like, no matter how much the Niners want to say that they believed in Purdy, like, the guy never starts if Trey Lance is healthy, right? I mean,
correct. The situation has to be right. Look at
Right.
Tom Brady, right? And
Yeah,
just to add
exactly.
to that point, right?
Brady, Kurt Warner, like, you name
Yeah.
it. They're like there's just definitely an element of luck into it. That's for dang sure.
And I think the last piece to instill is the system's got to be right. So
Right.
I know Drew just bounced, but his statement in the basketball conversation was, man, I wish the Lakers still had Josh Hart, but whatever the system that was there didn't work for him. The system that Josh Hart is in now is working for him and for the team, right? He's able to excel and do everything that he can when we're talking about 14 to 16 rebounds and assists a game. That's awesome, but that's not what would have happened if he stayed with the Lakers, right? So I just want to prove that point, that the system, I think, helps,
Absolutely.
or hurts, right? I think it just depends
Right.
on what system you're in.
Yeah, I mean, look at Carolina Panthers. I mean, that's the
Sure.
hurt.
Yeah, definitely. You're definitely right there.
So no, I'm hyped though. I think Caleb Williams going one's obviously a done deal, right? I think I'm curious to see what the Raiders do, because there's been talk about them trading up, but if I was them, I would stay put. I'd be honest. I'll stay put and take.
You can still get a quarterback there.
Yeah, like, I know, honestly, like, look at what happened with the Niners, right? Trading up to get Trey Lance. Look what happened with the
We didn't need
Eagles
to.
trading up to get Carson Wentz, right? I mean, you mortgage a whole lot
Correct.
just for you know, at least in their cases, those were kind of unknowns, right? These Trey Lance hadn't played in a whole season, right?
Sure.
Carson Wentz was injured, you know, at a small school in North Dakota State. So you're not proven. I mean, and with these COVID things, I mean, you're getting players that have 5 years, you know, of eligibility, of 6 years of eligibility. So are you drafting young? Are you drafting what you think is mature, ready? You know, do you bring them in to sit on the bench for a year and lose a year of eligibility? I mean, there's
Yeah.
it's a different age than years ago, right? And so I think if I'm any of the top teams, I'm not jumping up to grab any of these guys. Like I'm not risking my entire future for any of those guys, and that includes Caleb Williams. Like I'm not even sold on him. Like is he a product of Lincoln Riley's system, right? I mean, you know, remember he followed the guy from Oklahoma to USC. Um, so I mean, I don't know, right? I don't know. And again, the Bears are sitting in a good position, and I think they were smart to get rid of Fields because the reality is they don't have to pay him next year, right? I mean,
Sure.
so who cares? So, but they didn't really give anything up. Like they're not trading a whole bunch just to get that number one pick. Although I could see some teams trying to do it, and I just in years past, like when has that really worked out? Like look at the last few years. When has that actually worked out for teams?
Yeah, that's fair.
I barely hear myself talking. I'm like, man, Mike, I think you're on a Hawaii time zone right now.
Uh,
Anyway,
well,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, go for it, John.
No, I totally agree with you. And yeah, just looking at who's here, I agree. I probably wouldn't trade up this year, unless it was some generational, talented player, and that maybe that is Caleb Williams. But you're right. I think for my money, I'd probably stay put and just say whatever it is what it's going to be. If we look at the top couple picks, I see the Bears taking Caleb Williams. Um, I could possibly see the I could possibly see the Commanders taking Drake May, and then the Patriots taking Jaden Daniels. I think, and this is just me, and this is probably a super selfish move, but I think the only reason I would trade up for anybody that I might think is amazing is if my seat is a hot seat, right? I think if it's a hot seat, then I'm like, well, this might be my last time anyways. And if I mortgage the future for a team, I may not be on this team next year. So maybe it's everything that I need to do. Now that's a selfish point, like I'm saying, but that might be the only time I would actually, spend 3 or 4 draft picks on a quarterback or something.
That's a fair point. I just think there's more to it than obviously just the coach, right? You know, you gotta
Sure.
get your GM on board and everyone else. Yeah. So how high do you think? How high do you think Marvin Harrison goes?
4. I think
Really?
he goes to the Cardinals.
So you
Yeah,
think three straight quarterbacks, huh?
yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like all 3 of those teams are quarterback needy. We see you, Mike. We see you, big guy.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
and then for
struggling right
Mike,
now, Mike.
this one's for you for later on. I don't know if you can hear me, but I do think there's a JJ McCarthy or somebody like that that'll be available for the Raiders if that's what you guys are looking for. So I wouldn't trade up there, but I think three quarterbacks. Okay, well that's fine. I get it.
Penix. We want Penix.
I'm good with that. I think he's a real strong quarterback. You just have to worry about the medicals. That's all. And if you're good with it, I'm good with it, big guy. So
Yeah, I know you want Penix. I don't know if your team wants Penix though. So that's kind of the problem there.
but yeah, how high do you think Harrison goes?
I think tough. I think Patriots may grab him, to be honest with you. I know they need a quarterback bad, but I think
Sure.
I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see what they do. To be honest, I think they may trade out. Um, I think if Cardinals definitely get him if he's available at 4. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But the Cardinals could trade back, right? I mean,
Sure.
at the end of the day,
Sure.
Cardinals. What's he doing now? The
It
Cardinals
is.
have
Looking at treats.
the Cardinals have I mean, do the Cardinals really need a receiver? Like, is that what they need at this point? Like, in Marvin Harrison, or do they need another? Do they need their future quarterback? Like, they had DeAndre Hopkins a couple years ago, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I guess my thing is, do you pick a receiver I mean, is Marvin Harrison the guy at 3? I mean, I don't know that picking a receiver at 3 is the right move if it's the Patriots. Would I would I say that it makes more sense at 4? Yeah, but I mean 3 to 4 is it's a different step there. So I don't
True.
know. I think it's tough. I think the good thing in this conversation is Marvin Harrison. I think we both agree is a top notch receiver, and I think whatever team's going to get him is going to get a high quality player. His dad was great, and hopefully he can create his own shadow and not fall within the shadow of his dad.
Right.
But I think maybe 4 and 5 might be receivers. 5 being the Chargers. Maybe even the Giants get a receiver there too at 6. But definitely some good talent in the top 10. I think it's really exciting, and just have a couple more days to wait before
It's
this
almost
thing
here.
plays out
Yeah.
and we can see it. I know. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
It'll be interesting to see if I'm a Raiders fan, like my boy Mike there, who's gonna get this message in about 3 minutes. Uh, I want Bo Nix.
Sure,
I'm hoping Bo Nix falls
sure.
to me. I'll be honest, like
I
he's the one that I
agree.
want the most. What's he jamming out to? I really wish his mic was working right now. But I honestly I think Bo Nix is a tremendous talent and a potentially good get at that point for them. So I'd be happy with that.
I definitely agree, man. I mean, I said JJ McCarthy because I feel like that's more of a favorite, but man, and I know he wants Penix, right?
Yeah.
I think Penix has really good flashes, and I think again with the right system, he's going to work out
Yeah.
well.
Well,
You know,
he's got the good deep ball too, right? I mean, he could throw that ball.
yeah,
He could a long, long way. I just think Bo Nix brings a little bit more maturity.
sure,
I feel
sure,
like
sure.
he's
I agree
ready,
with that.
right? Like, and I think you give him a good system. I think he would fit in nice with the Raiders. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Mike, you agree with that?
Uh,
He's
we
out.
get we pick at 21, right?
Yeah, you saw we worked out a cornerback today from Clemson.
Yeah.
So I still think you got to go cornerback or tackle.
Okay. Okay. On what am I looking at right now? I'm looking at Yahoo, and they have us pulling JC Latham from Alabama.
I would really like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. There he is.
He's back.
Ah.
You see that in some mocks too. They have us getting a running back like in the second or third round.
Oh my goodness, I will be so mad. But
I know.
we had a kicker in like the 3rd round.
True. Who missed a field goal game?
like in the biggest game.
Except the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, he hit the record kick first, and then
I know.
he was outdone. But my goodness, what a statement coming in, kicking that big old long
I was like, I
field
told
goal.
everyone, I'm like, there is no way this guy's making this field goal. Like, trust me, I know this kid. He is not making this field goal. Right down the middle. I'm like, are you kidding me? But he did miss an extra point later. So I mean,
Yeah, fair
he did
enough.
miss one kick every every game of the playoffs.
That's funny.
Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday. So we'll see what's in store. Mike, are you even able to?
Hey, you guys
Oh, he's
having a
back.
oh you guys are doing very well this stream. It's been great. I love you guys, man. I love you guys. For those of you that are still tuned in with us, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at Jam Pack Podcast. Click on that notification button and view us live, unless I'm having some type of glitch or something.
Hey,
And
real
then you
quick,
can do them live.
We need some extra subscribers so Mike could upgrade his internet.
Please
Please,
help him out.
by
help
all
him
means,
out. Help out
please
the Raiders
hit that
fan.
subscribe button. Help us out, man. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Jam Pack Podcast, on Twitter at Jam Pack Pod, and check us out at jampacked.com. Now live. Well,
Let's
I haven't opened
go.
it yet, but make sure you go check it out. From all of us at Jam Packed, be safe out there. Take care of one another. Be kind, and we'll see you guys next week. Later
boys.
fellas.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.